Lena receives a mysterious letter in the mail. The handwriting is strange, almost ancient, and the envelope bears no stamp or return address. Inside is a note inviting her to an abandoned mansion for a special revelation. Despite her instincts telling her otherwise, Lena decides to visit the mansion. As she approaches it, the sky darkens unnaturally, and an unsettling silence surrounds her. Lena steps into the grand foyer. The heavy doors creak as they close behind her, and she is left in a cold, quiet darkness. She notices strange symbols on the walls, glowing faintly. A whisper echoes through the room, calling Lena by name. She turns, but no one is there. The voice beckons her to go deeper into the mansion. Lena follows the whispers up a grand staircase, feeling as though something is watching her from the shadows. Every step she takes is heavy with dread. She enters a room filled with old furniture covered in white sheets. A large mirror stands in the corner, but it reflects something strange. A figure moving behind her, though no one is there. Suddenly the door slams shut behind her. She rushes to open it but finds it locked. Panic sets in as the shadows in the room start to move toward her. Lena feels a cold hand brush against her arm. She spins around, but no one is there. Her breath quickens as the whispers grow louder, filling her head. She finds an old key on the floor and uses it to unlock the door. As she steps out, the whispers stop, but the feeling of being watched intensifies. Lena hurries down the hallway, her footsteps echoing unnaturally. She feels something moving just out of sight, following her every move. She stumbles upon an ancient-looking library. The air is thick with dust, and the bookshelves are lined with forgotten tomes. A large open book lies on a table, its pages turning on their own. The book appears to be a diary, detailing the experiences of someone who once lived in the mansion. The last entry warns of the shadow that consumes. As Lena reads, a shadowy figure appears in the corner of the room. Its form is vague, shifting like smoke, but its eyes are two glowing orbs fixed on her. Lena backs away, but the shadow follows her. She runs out of the library and down a twisting corridor, her heart pounding in her chest. She finds herself in a room full of mirrors. Each mirror reflects different versions of herself, some distorted and twisted, others crying out silently. Suddenly all the mirrors shatter, and the room plunges into darkness. Lena feels the ground shift beneath her feet, as if the mansion itself is alive. Lena is thrown into a basement, landing hard on the cold stone floor. The air is damp and filled with the smell of decay. She looks up and sees the shadowy figure descending the stairs toward her. Its form is more defined now, with long claw-like hands reaching out. With no way out, Lena grabs an old lantern and swings it toward the figure. The light flickers weakly but causes the shadow to retreat slightly. Just as the figure seems ready to attack, a trapdoor opens beneath Lena, and she falls deeper into the mansion's bowels. Lena awakens in a room filled with old portraits. Each one seems to watch her as she moves. The eyes in the paintings are too real, too alive. One of the portraits, a woman in black, seems to whisper something. Lena steps closer, trying to hear the words, but they are drowned out by the rising whispers around her. Lena touches the portrait, and her surroundings change. She is now standing in the middle of a dark forest, with the mansion looming behind her, distant and cold. The forest begins to close in on her, the trees moving like creatures, their branches reaching for her, as the whispers turn into screams.